Hi, my name is Sarah Lafferty. I'm a yoga teacher here in Hot Yoga Dundrum. I've been teaching here for 8 years. I can't believe it's that long, but it is. I can't tell you how much I enjoy teaching yoga. I teach other things, but teaching yoga is something that it just seems to take nothing from me and just give me so much. My journey through yoga started very young. My mother did yoga way back in the 80s, and I always remember as a young child noticing how she would come home from her yoga class and she would sort of waft into the room smelling of incense, and there would just be this sort of feeling of calmness around her that I almost just wanted to get close to. Then when I started my own yoga practice, maybe in my early 20s, that I discovered what that was, that sort of peace that yoga practice gives me. I trained as a yoga teacher in 2012 in Bali. I had been practicing for maybe a good 10 years before that, and I was always really grateful of the recession that happened in around that time, because it kind of gave me the freedom to go off and explore this. What has yoga given to me? I could probably talk for hours about what yoga has given me, but I think if I was sort of to talk about one thing, I would say that yoga has made me brave. It's not really important what happens particularly on the mat. It's how what happens on that mat can change how your life is off the mat. And what I realized is that from my regular yoga practice, when I went out into the world, I made better choices about my life, and I made braver choices, and I took more risks, and that I continued to enjoy my yoga practice, but my life off the mat just seemed to get much juicier and much more authentic and much more interesting, and that has continued to be the case. Doing a yoga teacher training, when I did my yoga teacher training, I actually had no real intention of being a yoga teacher. I just, there wasn't a lot of other work around, and I just wanted to do this. I always think I was sort of the accidental yoga teacher, that I happened to live next door to the yoga studio, so I could not walk past the studio every day and not go in and say I have just qualified. So I started teaching here, and I realized that I just adored teaching, and that I got as much out of teaching yoga to other people as I did from practicing it myself. So I'm still here, and yeah, I highly recommend it. And if anyone ever wants to talk about whether they want to do it or not, I would love to talk to you about that.